Do we have the candidate's name list? Show it to me.
Yes. Please wait a minute. It'll be prepared right away.
代表人 This is a war.
Why is the light on?
动画应该资金不够吧 Well. 我觉得就算都够做动画，应该是看日本那边有没有興趣。This is war.
Warning! Everybody listen up. We have taken over the Foundation. Our demands are release us, set Bertin free. You have 3 days. After that, we are...
不一定是日本吧？但我告訴你，最終呢，做呢一定都會有日方的參與，因為那個動畫的精細度那些，一定會有日本的參與啦。
Madam, I...
偉大的傳承，我接待員現在那個應該覺得非常的焦急，今天到底放了什麼東西出來
I didn't.
What's the matter? Something wrong with the printer?
No. Oh, right. The candidate name list. Here you are.
Thank you. This is exactly what I need. Sorry for the scene. Like others here, they also have the right to make their voices heard. It is the essential step for us to come to an agreement.
Constantine 超冷靜的耶，你們不覺得嗎？他超冷靜的。
We will take care of this, don't worry.
日本的動畫的精細度真的落差很大。對啊，真的落差很大。
However, perhaps we should stop using the old projector. It may lead to accidents, don't you think?
无知轉身，大人物的基本素養，冷靜中處理問題，真的。
Understood. I'll remove the transfer devices now.
他內心可能已經波濤洶湧了。
Oh, bloody hell! How dare they cut off the power? This pirate has so much left to declare.
说很容易，真的做到很难。对啊。
Wimps, cowards, hypocrites.
Here. I can't agree more. It is very rude to hang up before others finish their words.
This is not telephone, Miss Sotheby. But of course, that's not the point.
森林，对啊，已經變成森林了耶。
No matter what, we've communicated to them the most crucial requirements for negotiation.
它這個森林讓我想到了那個《The Last of Us》的那個劇情裡面，也是那個好像是世界消失了之後，然後所有建築物被森林包圍，然後會有喪屍出來。
I'm sure they will respond to us properly.
魔法小森林。
I just want to take the chance to show our attitude. Taking over the radio station at the headquarters of the Foundation, it's a gas in the late hundreds of years. It would have been perfect if we could have another You Can't Win to close it out.
We could look around here to see if there's other broadcasting equipment. However, this apple does not recommend frequent provocation. Right now, it's more important to patrol the surroundings in case we are ambushed by the guards. Miss Druvis is forming Abatis alone downstairs. Perhaps she needs our help.
Fine, you have a point.
他們就放那個大小姐胡姬生在那邊設置，然後兩個人在那邊玩。
This pirate has decided to put off the plan to liberate the Foundation.
看淡生死。
Besides forming abbaties, what else do we need to do?
There's much to be done, Captain. Find water sources, transfer essential equipment, reserve enough food, set up multiple defenses in the woods, and arrange a duty schedule. Make sure someone is garrisoned outside the suitcase, while others are resting inside.
Well, I have the tomato and potato seeds from Ms. Druvis. We must plant them in the suitcase to guarantee food supply.
哦，6 VS 基金会。
Tomato and potato. All vegetables, no meat. They're meant for the piggies that grow my bacon.
Regulars 应该是想吃肉吧？
When I was wandering the seas, at least I could have a grilled sea bass every day. I wonder what Vertin eats in rehab. Will she be hungry?
Hungry， 他们还不帮我打葡萄糖，就让我餓死，超级沒良心的。哇，這個聲音。
Almost forgot about the goodies accent. We'll definitely hang in there for a few more days with them. Sotheby, Mr. Apple, you go downstairs first. I'll meet up with you once I bring the box down there.
All right, we will meet you at the entrance. Stay safe.
Stay safe. 有小劇情。
There is no need to hold an emergency meeting for these. Such declaration of war without tactic or plan B is typical example of Arcanists' behavior. The area they controlled has no value at all, no matter in terms of the size or the influence.
Well, the administration department has not taken official actions yet. I heard the plan was to dispatch a team to escort them to the School of Discipline.
跑
Problem
饭跑
solved.
嘍，拜拜。搞饭吃假崩吧。
Next time, if Vertin brings back more unregistered Arcanists, will the same thing happen again?
我觉得我等一下也要叫个東西來吃，感覺這個今天好像會玩很久的樣子。I don't understand.
It's not a shame to join the Foundation, is it? By signing the agreement, Arcanists will enjoy the right to use arcane skills in human society and be bestowed great honor. The Human Resource Department could have used the whole floor to hold the applications a dozen years ago. Not even the New Age movement could challenge the Foundation's authority in the international community. And these short-sighted exceptions, they aren't even worth being made a topic for the meeting.
Yet, they are not here for the San Pablo Foundation. They're here for Vertin. They choose to follow her out of their own will because of their admiration for her. That is the essential difference between them and our former recruits.
You mean it's not important at all for them to join the Foundation?
沒錯，
I'm afraid so.
又沒有 free,
But
I want
we can't
freedom.
expel them. We both know that the Foundation now requires new members to form a stronger force.
What are you trying to say, Miss Z? Skip to the point.
哦，還要那個了，講他剛剛說那個的。
Today, the House of Intergratus has resubmitted a revised draft of Storm Reformation, Manpower and Discipline. I think it's time to decide if this draft can be adopted, and then start a debate.
哇，
You are asking for troubles, madam.
好严谨的流程哦。
Please turn to page 21, section 3. External personnel recruited by the Timekeeper should be placed within the Timekeeper's department. The Timekeeper has the duties of education and discipline to them, and should be responsible for their follow-up behaviors. Personnel within the Timekeeper's department, subject to the Foundation Staff Code, will take orders from the Timekeeper and are not required to take direct orders from the Foundation.
Whoa.
This section allows those unregistered arcanists to have more autonomy and develop a stronger sense of identity as a part of the Foundation. Meanwhile, by giving orders to the Timekeeper, the Foundation still has the military right to deploy them. It can solve the current problem.
Which means we will be working with some uncontrollable mercenaries.
佣兵也好像也可以这么说。
I'll say it's the reserve service for wartime.
预备役。
It's not going to work. What happened when the Arcanists were not under control? Massacres, tyranny, endless revenge. History is nothing but a sewer to them, where they vent their excessive energy and deceive those in power with a speech of ignorance. The reality has proven that.
Oh.
Exactly. What's more, there has never been a reform as such in the history of the Foundation.
没有又不代表不行。
During the unexpected storm, reforming in a rush will only increase the
哦，谁来了？
Sorry for being late.
哦 ，Constantine 来了。哇哦。
Quite a heated discussion. I can see you all have a great interest in this draft proposal.
女魔
Hope I
头
didn't
啊！
miss too much.
We are on page 21, section 3. Ms. Z insists on adopting this draft.
哇，
Ms. Z, please, walk Madame Constantine through this section.
感觉搞得好像圆桌会議哦。
No need for that. I've read the stenographer's report. In fact, this is the second time I'm addressing this proposal. Considering the Integratus has been very determined to its submission, I believe many delegates must have a burning interest in the case.
Burning interest.
At least it's worth some discussions. Pedro, why do you oppose it?
The rise of Manus Vindictae has caused the arcane world to gradually break free from the Foundation. Therefore, we need to monitor what our arcanists think and control what they do in a stricter manner, in case they go too far. Manus Vindictae has a subversive slogan. Their influence has been getting bigger since the first storm, so has the scale of their infiltration. In the Walden incident of 1929, we were given away in
酒
advance.
吧事件是什么？
It probably had something to do with the infiltration.
Very well. A point worth discussion. But it is not relevant to our subject here and now. Stenographer, please take down the point Mr. Rosa just made. That will be the subject of our meeting in the 3rd week. Katz, what do you think?
The expectations of our constituencies are on our shoulders. Fear of the Arcanists has grown due to the attacks by Manus Vindictae in many regions. It's not ideal for us to implement the peace policy and promote the arcane technology. To maintain the Foundation's reputation, we have to start with the registered Arcanists, strengthen the regulations, and show the public that Arcanists are reasonable and trustworthy. That is why I'm opposed to the draft.
Inspiring.
就是跟 Snape 对決那一次。哦，原來不是。
However, what a shame. None of you have realized the key factor in
哇
this
塞，他的
subject.
處理方式真的是
What is
很
the
高
key
手
element that
哎。
decides whether this proposal will be approved or not? Manus Vindictae? The constituents? No. It's far simpler than those.
直接从源頭下
It's
手，
Virgin.
真的。
According to the proposal, Virgin will become the only tie between these unregistered arcanists and the Foundation. As the number of Virgin's field missions increases, she will inevitably get in touch with more and more unregistered arcanists. That is to say, outside the Foundation's jurisdiction, a group of people is getting stronger each
2019
day.
十强酒吧事
An
件应该是
armed
这个，
force.
就是那个 Snape 在那边
Her attitude towards the
被打的那次，
Foundation
对，
will
对。
be the key to all the issues.
第2章的剧情。
Virgin received her education in SPDM from an early age. She has a clear tendency.
Yes, that's what I think. That's also why I have asked someone who can provide a valid argument on the issue to join us.
又找了谁？
You may come in, Sonetto.
哦 ，Snape。Snape 会挺我的吧？
Good day, Madam Vice President.
你看，
Greetings to all committee members.
看你新
May
衣
the peace be
服。
with us.
The timekeeper is still in treatment. Before she is restored to health, I appoint you to take care of all the relevant matters on her path.
Copy that.
Now, I will ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully.
Okay. Clear.
Based on your observation, do you or do you not think the timekeeper has been loyal to the Foundation?
I'm a royal 。你会帮我的吧？
Of course. All the students of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind are devoted to the peace of mankind.
部分用现
We
实
have
事件
pledged
去
lifelong
有我们
allegiance
有
to the
发现，
foundation that leads the cause.
他拿了很多欧洲历史。
That's not what I'm asking. Let's put it differently. Why do you think Virgin would provoke other students to rebel when she was in school?
I do not know. I'm sorry.
After the incident of the storm, why would Virgin show reluctance to invite the unregistered arcanists to join the
很坏，
Foundation?
这时候提这个真的。
Because,
At one point in her negotiation with the Manus Vindictae, Virgin has agreed to join them. What do you think her true intention was?
哇，咄咄逼人，咄咄逼人。 Snape 好可怜哦。
That'll be enough. I believe we all have our answers by now.
Snape，他怎么可以借用 Snape 的
Madam
嘴
Vice
巴？
President, according to our investigation of the event in 1929 and Timekeeper's report, it is highly possible that Arcana of Manus Vindictae has the arcane power to influence the sanity and consciousness of others from a certain distance. She is able to exert an irresistible psychic influence on others through short conversations. Timekeeper was under huge threats at that time.
Snape 的新衣服好好看哦。
I think all of her responses were out of her survival instinct. This is also one of the survival strategies that have been taught in Chapter 1, Book 3 of Introduction to Strategy, edited by the School of Primary Defense of Mankind.
说得好。
I see. You may leave the room now.
我们真的有帮到吗？真的有帮到我吗？ Dismiss.
We appreciate the information you just added. You've always been an excellent student. We are
一
very
级
proud
关
of
了。
Now, It's time to leave and rest.
Copy that.
我已经是这套衣服了，我昨天努力的去解了，已经是这套衣服了。Oh my god！ 我们是不是GG了？Oh my god！
What a controversial issue. What's your view on this, Miss
残
Z?
念。27、28，我有點忘了。我們在第幾關啊？
In my point of view, Burton does have doubts about current system. But doubts doesn't mean disloyalty.
沒錯。
In fact, if we want to further expand the staff to contend against the Magnus Vindictae, we need flexible management. Apply customized standards to arcanists with different backgrounds and different training objectives. Through this, not only can we remove the doubts of Burton, but also ease the tension between the Foundation and other unregistered arcanists.
You've been very thoughtful. Carry it out, then.
他過了耶？怎麼可能？他又想要幹嘛？他過了？
Table de divination en argent, soie blanche, perles trempées dans de la rosée du soir.
Mathilda 也在這。
De quels autres objets occultes ai-je besoin?
我叫了午餐，我有點餓。
Bien, voyons voir quelle quantité d'encens et de myrrhe il me reste.
期待我的蛋餅。
Super, c'est juste ce qu'il me fallait.
啊，蛋餅，對啊，蛋餅啊，怎麼了？蛋餅、蘿蔔糕跟還有什麼薯餅？午餐，對啊。我起床之後，基本上2-3個小時之後，我才會想要吃東西。你忘了做午餐，還有忘了做午餐，忘了做什麼意思？
OK.
你不餓嗎？
Pas
蛋餅就是早午餐啊。這個時間叫得到蛋餅也不容易呀。最近的那個早午餐店都開到很晚，這下午了。
Encore toi, petit lutin
聽你
divinatoire.
說完就發現餓了，是不是？哎，
Tu ne me voleras
這
rien.
章節很長哎，大家餓了的時候趕快先去吃東西。所以我覺得這章節感覺很長，我可能撐不到晚上，我就會先餓死了。你去弄吃的，去唄。這叫午晚餐。Come on, it's brunch, brunch.
Hé, où t'en vas-tu avec mon pot? Reviens!
你看到有提醒，就先準備午吃。對，是提醒大家先吃。
Il semblerait que tu aies besoin d'une bonne leçon pour te faire comprendre pourquoi c'est mal de faire ça. Attends voir. Je vais te montrer ce qui arrive quand on se moque de Mademoiselle Mathilda Boaniche.
又是一個很可愛的角色。等級碾壓，好可愛哦！
Rira bien qui rira le dernier. It's me, me.
他竟然跟那個小妖精在那個，太可愛了吧！哦，難以聽懂的咒罵。
Sale petit voyou. Je suis crevée. Il est tard. Oh, Dieu merci, je n'ai pas loupé la marée haute.
这里还有潮汐。
Préparez les accessoires. Je ne dois pas me laisser distraire à nouveau. La divination requiert toute ma concentration et mon énergie. La marée haute causée par la lune sera bientôt là. Voyons voir. Elle devrait commencer vers 20h45.
类似满月能量比较强。哦，感觉跟吸血鬼一样，满月的时候是最强的。这边会浮哦。
Il reste 3 minutes.
他不想要理外面那個敲門的。
Je dois purifier la sphère occulte quand la marée commencera à monter si je veux que la divination soit exacte. Allons. Calme-toi. Voici le moment clé. Qui que ce soit, je ne dois pas être distraite. Bon. Concentration.
等一下，门外敲门的该不会是 Soneto 吧？负面室内的会再被提及。Soneto， 猜猜看是誰 ？Soneto， 14行诗，絕對是14行 Soneto。
Yeux fermés, bien concentrés. Imaginons mon corps montant et descendant au rythme de la marée, béni par la lune. Elle se trouve de l'autre côté de la mer, attendant que je la trouve. Voilà le moment de brûler l'encens. Apparaît dans la sphère occulte, sonnez! Matilda,
C， 完全預言到，你看吧。
Mais quoi, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
哇，臉紅好可愛哦。
I'm sorry, but I think I heard your voice. I need to ask you a favor.
不是會這麼有禮貌的敲門，還敲了3下，真不多。我告訴你，真不多，真不多。這個角色裡面有這樣的人真不多。15行喜歡14行，他是啊，哇，要貼了嗎？
Wait a minute!
剛剛不是說要專心專補嗎 ？Hello。
I'm busy! Wait there, I'll be patient!
臉紅好可愛喲、How did I know？ 這是用猜的就知道啦。前進後退跳探戈。
Now tell me your request. What brings you to the bright and intelligent Mademoiselle Boisnichel this time?
Could you please read the future for me?
哇！冷靜！哇，哎，當你有一個你喜歡的對象在你前面，而且是大半夜拜訪你，你告訴我怎麼冷靜？一切事情都不重要了。
Alright, now it's a good time to ask the moon for help.
服服的。
Clean your hands in the silver pot and put them on mine. Okay, now sit opposite me and gaze into the orb.
专業的蛇很認真，嗯。
Okay.
Are you here to confess, to interpret a dream, or to seek the prophecy of the crystal?
I am here to confess and to seek the prophecy. Tell me about the vision in your heart.
The vision? I see myself falling. There are 2 broken decks. They were originally one piece.
他是在说他跟我吧？
Every time I get closer to one deck, the other one sinks. People on it will fall with it.
找他谈心哦。毕竟他应该觉得他刚刚的回答可能没有帮到那个菲尔廷。
I can feel the coldness of the deep water and the pains when they struggle.
Are you sad about it?
I feel fear.
I see. Which deck would you like to approach intuitively? Can you recognize the people on them?
这邊你記得有個小遊戲，
There is something bright on that deck, just like Timekeeper and Druvis. It is warm there.
要在地圖上找。
You are attracted to it subconsciously. It guides the way of your heart. What about the other?
The other deck makes me feel comfortable, as if I have spent a long time there.
基金會或者是 Timekeeper 那邊。
I can trace back every step I take.
Perhaps that symbolizes your senses. Sonetto, are you having trouble making a choice? I can see the conflict between your instinct and senses. I heard you attended the committee's meeting today. Anything happened?
You need to choose.
I said something wrong. I was not properly prepared. I was unable to help Timekeeper and Druvis. Instead, I created a deeper misunderstanding. What choice should I make to resolve their conflict? Stalemate like that really scares me.
The bright deck seems closer and larger. Have you ever thought about following your heart? Sonetto, maybe you can try following your instinct for once.
Matilda 要推他一把了。
Maybe something unexpected will happen.
I tried. 4 years ago, I let them go. That was the worst decision I have ever made.
每个人都纠結在4年前的事情里面呢。
I am ready. Please tell me the right choice.
Okay. The reality has shown itself. Take the path you have already taken. Walk the way you have already walked. You shall benefit from listening to the voice in your mind, as it is not yet time to dark.
哪種推呀？怎麼推？
Listen to the voice in my mind. I see.
怎麼推？
I should not have hesitated. Thank you, Matilda. Your divination is very helpful. My mind is very clear now.
Yeah. Of course you should thank me.
太可愛了吧
You should have known the resourcefulness of Mademoiselle Matilda Boanish much earlier. For your information, those seeking my help must make an appointment at least 15 days before the divination. Otherwise, they won't even get to see me.
真的很不率直哎。 暴擊。
You were very serious during the divination. Even your tone was different from usual.
马蒂尔的还好吗？脑子有烧坏了吗？
However, I am more familiar with the way you talk now. It reminds me of our time at school.
这个小傲娇。哎，救他！他要自体燃烧了！他。
Thank you for making time for me, Matilda.
Anytime.
If you need my help next time, please let me know. Good night.
他就这样把它自体燃烧之后，他就走了，源头就走了。醒醒啊！
Mon cœur. Ah, mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Pourquoi elle était là? Pourquoi elle était là?
好可爱哦，大小姐。
Richard tends to oppose.
这个你玩了好一下子，说真假的。
tends to support. Black Agate tends to oppose. Uzo. Neutral.
The situation doesn't look good.
Do you have any news, Mark?
Someone is spreading the minutes of your last meeting. I didn't get any direct evidence, but apparently every voter has read the anonymous minutes. The topic about Vertin. It has become a great disadvantage to us.
Double embellishment.
Double embellishment.
A 4-4-point double low approach. No wonder they let the draft go through so easily. To reject the draft during the committee meeting does not actually address the real problem. The House of Intergrades can still resubmit the draft during the next legislative session.
感觉像众议院跟参议院的战争嘞。
To bring down the voting stage and make it a plan that is totally abandoned.
I'm afraid so. A draft that has failed to win votes can hardly win the trust of the House's reviewers again. And of course, it won't be submitted to the committee.
Did anyone make any actual move yet?
Not yet. The minutes only changed their preferences, but the number of those who have taken a stand still remains the same.
Just as I expected.
现在你明白为
This
什么
draft
通
is
过？
not about voting, but a promise to the future.
Politician 啊，
About how to balance
政治
the
啊。
benefits between different interest groups. To reach that, we need to meet the expectations of those groups who have a need for flexible management, and also appease conservatives and not shake their confidence in controlling the overall situation.
政治好难哦。
Actually, we do have an opportunity to change the game now.
Opportunity.
他是想直接把草案废掉。哦，连根拔起的意思。
I hereby challenge Delegate Mark Hall to a public debate on the revised draft of Storm
公开
Reformation,
辩論呢？
Manpower, and Discipline. This draft of his will bring unpredictable risks to the Foundation, yet Mark himself seems completely unaware of it. I believe it is necessary to make such risks public in a legal way.
比较我们很危险，我们比较危险吧？我们？
See, I knew they were going to escalate Burton's issue.
You want to accept this challenge?
All the
要準備
internal
去坐
media
車啦，
reporting
哭啊
the news.！
拜拜啊！
If I step back, they will
反
definitely
军愉
humiliate
快
me and take advantage of the public opinion to undermine the draft.
你原本以為他有想偷偷幫忙，你說 Constantine 嗎 ？Constantine 嗎？不可能啊，哭啊！哎，我在幫你祝福耶，你不要再打靶上救護車，拜託。
No matter fight or flight, they have comprehensive preparation for this. I would suggest taking the long view and not jumping to conclusions.
這個也在下棋耶。
But defense without attack will never bring us victory, Madam Z. I've always wanted an opportunity to defend the draft in public. Concerning the questions they implied about voting, I've collected more than enough cases to refute them.
但你还是
Misleading questions twist people's opinions. It's time to tell them the truth.
鸟啊，這只是人名。哦，什麼人名？不是
You have accepted it. Was it in front of the media?
不是，我是说自己其實也在等於在下那個策略棋的概念。
So the media. Well, I don't think it's going to be a complete mistake.
It is a crucial debate. Do your best.
You don't have to come along with me.
我觉得他在那个第4章的时候，不对，4年前的时候，他也默默的加入了下棋的行列。
Thank you for your kindness, Miss Drubis.
4小，等一下4小是
fun to stay in Miss Burton's
是3小的另外一個賬號嗎？
like seeing the world out
怎麼
there.
這麼多小啊
By the way, the pests you mentioned, what are they? I've heard of a kind of giant worm called the taxel worm. They live in caves, about 2 to 5 feet long, and their heads are like cats.
不，還是
Very
我
careful
哇
if you see one.
有幾個賬號啊在這裡
Skin and breath are toxic.
I have never heard of such a terrible worm. Hopefully we will not encounter any.
啊，就改名
So, what are we disinvesting this
把
time?
药药库改成4小。
Oak processionary moths. Perhaps a few gray squirrel cubs. It's not enough to only rely on potions and arcanum to keep the woods in peace. Oak trees reside here, and everything will change with it. Animals that live in symbiosis, fungi that depend on each other. All of them will embrace diversity by the day.
Do you mean that? A group of grey fluffers flying over there.
Oh, 这是什麼？
A swarm of oak processionary moths.
蛾欸
They are preying on something.
隐約的紅色，
Miss Druvis, let's help out right away.
感覺是可愛的小生物。
This apple is deeply grateful for what you've done.
它的確是可愛的小生物啦。
I almost thought I was caught in a nightmare. This apple has never seen so many moths.
難怪你們要那個斷一個好可愛的小生物，的確是蠻小的啦。
This apple is going to have PTSD from insects.
They are very sensitive to the scent of sap. With all due respect, even among all the plants, Mr. Apple is quite attractive to insects.
So it was the scent that attracted them. No wonder
蘋
Mr.
果
Apple's
感觉很好吃，
invisibility
对啊
didn't work.
苹果那个香气应该会吸引很多昆虫来
Goodness,
吧？
we're here.
主要是9进3只，但我就练了3只。Oh my god！
Mr. Apple, did you find out anything?
Yes, Miss Druvis. I brought something insignificant. As we planned earlier, I disguised myself and reached the office building next to us. There is a device to detect arcane power at the entrance. However, this apple pried out what we needed from the
它隐
guards.
身了之后，蝴蝶结还在哎。千年
What is it?
浅眠靠温妮单通吧？
Did Miss Burton win
没
on
有
that
温妮怎么
voting
办？
list?
Sadly, not yet. It's not time for a formal vote. Everyone is cautious and remains neutral.
没温妮
Apart。from that, there are some rumors in the Foundation. They are not very favorable to Vertin.
Rumors. It sounds as though the situation that Madame Z handles is more complicated and volatile than I thought.
他们也在奋斗中。
However, the votes have not been lopsided under such bad circumstances. Perhaps that means the Arcanists who share our aspirations are not in the minority.
没错。
That said, I'm afraid we are starting a
为什么不
protracted
问问神奇
war,
的小
Miss
卡片
Druvis.
呢？别认真。
Yes,
前面
I know.
10至少要练2
I've
只练
taken
度够。
inventory of the supplies. We can still hang in there for 4 weeks and a half. Although they have cut off the water and electricity supplies in the building, we can still live on the resources in the suitcase for a while. There are fewer guards destroying the woods, probably because the abattis works.
What worries this apple is that if the procedure to finalize the draft takes more than 4 weeks and a half, we would
then survive by gradually shrinking our territory until Madame Z's draft is officially approved. We have chosen the thorny trail, and so we are destined to burn our boats and never look back.
季河本州，哇，
Burton,
文字
she
用
is
的真
worth
好哎
fighting。for.
For this point, Captain and this apple have absolutely no disagreement. Then this apple will keep scouting around for updates so that we could respond in time.
Apple， 你可以隐身的时候把你的蝴蝶结也隐身掉吗？动2到50的，主席至少要动2、40吧。
What are you
互
looking
动
at, Miss
20至
Sotheby?
少。
Over there. It feels like
辅助
someone
动
is
是
staring at us.
融合吗？胡胡。
Let's go back to the deep woods.
To the deep woods。开隐身时应该是整个都看不见的。要过时至少有1捕师。我有捕师，我有什么？阿依德？
Isn't that scarf a bit too high profile?
还有斯菲比，主线结束就变成电子仙人掌了。电子仙人掌。
I think it fits me just well. Huh, you chose a gray shirt. Wise decision.
他们用颜色决定了每个人的个性長怎麼樣的，這個就是看起來很嚴
Looks
肅。
like you're fully prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the first debater of the day, Pedro Paul Gonzalez.
名字好長哦。
Graduated from the law school of the University of Sao Paulo, he is a
Suyo.
member of the committee and, more importantly, the challenger of the debate. The other debater of the day is the delegate of the House of Integrados, Mark Hall. Over the past 10 years,
共荣院
he served the foundation by drafting countless acts and conventions.
感觉这个剧情应该很精彩。
The topic of the debate today, storm reformation. Manpower and discipline is exactly a work of hers.
All
right, both sides are seated. Before we start the debate officially, I suggest we give Mark, the draft writer, an opportunity to introduce the draft.
我在第几关呢？
Would you please, Mark?
With pleasure.
他应该就是那个院长。
Storm Reformation and its advocates believe
Mark
in
吗？
such a goal. In this ever-changing environment smitten by the storm, this draft will help the Foundation win the trust of a considerable number of arcanists who have different backgrounds and abilities in a more efficient and stable way.
你才发现什么？
That is exactly where I must raise an objection. The draft has a huge risk which Mark Hall has not realized at all.
No, sir. I totally understand what you're trying to say.
上面的标题。
You have put forward several questionable arguments to prove Verton's suspicion of disloyalty.
我忘了改。
In response to that, please allow me to invoke the following cases to prove Verton's competence for leading the unregistered arcanists.
我改了，感谢。
Please turn to page
感谢啦。
373 of Verton's personnel file. As you can see, since Verton became the timekeeper, the number of unregistered arcanists she has rescued so far is 63.
我到底哪一场不碰啊？
That is a number unmatched by that of anyone present. If that's not enough to prove her loyalty, let's continue.
I have to say, Mark, you have completely misunderstood my point of view. I don't care what Verton has done.
在我们开播了快3小时的时候，
the draft.
才发现标题写错了。
According to the existing regulations, the duties of educating and disciplining unregistered arcanists are taken by the School of Discipline. While you suggested in the draft that Timekeeper's personal teaching will replace the current collective training. Have you ever thought about the budget that we could possibly spend on it? The Foundation spends an alarming sum of money on education every year, and there is no way we pay extra for personal training.
不要开你。
What
没有啦。
budget?
我下期哇。
I don't see why we're talking about budget all of a sudden. Did you
下
really
是五
read
子
the
棋还是
draft?
围棋
I
啊
didn't？ mention a word about budget.
就是因为你没有提到，
Of course
所以他
you
才
did,
说。
which exactly
哦有
proves
点
you
啊。
have never realized the risk I just mentioned.
Oh my god， 完蛋了。
Oh, it seems the real topic of the debate has just surfaced.
Oh my god，围棋哦。
I believe everyone in the hall is looking forward to where it goes.
Mark，
So,
振作
Mark,
点。
in terms of this point, we would like to know your real thoughts.
维尼，围棋。五子棋做下绝杀，也是哎。GG 了，天哪 ，Mark！ 左下哦，因为我刚刚就想说已经4顆了，他怎么不是放那？他想說那這是不是在玩圍棋的意思？五子棋感覺有點自己看不下去，因為你知道這就是人家如果提出了你的草案裡面沒有寫的，你不能說哦，你有沒有看清楚草案裡有沒有寫？就是因為你沒寫才提嘛，然後你還說你沒有想到，哇塞，這是超級北藍的回法，基本上已經那個。
The last move is also
這已經成定局了，這沒有救了啊。Make it become mock pen， 沒救了。
If I were the player,
GG 呀，GG。 白色物什麼物品嗎？物蛇。Mark pen， 有可能吗？没有可能了。他那個回答就已經是為這場辯論下定案了，就是你提出這個草案卻沒有想得很周全這件事情。哇！而且你知道，當一場草案或者是任何一個議題提出來，提到 budget 的時候就 GG 了。
What is it?
GG 了。
Senato asked me to give it to you personally.
自己总是力挽狂澜，对啊，
Dear
要自己
Madam
上去
Z,
辯論的。
With this letter, I send you my best regards. I have been instructed to manage affairs on behalf of Timekeeper during her treatment. Please let me know if there are any missions to alleviate the situation. I will do my best to meet your expectations. Sincerely, Sonetto.
Good news.
代表他那个 Sonetto 選邊站了。困啊呱。
Oh, you're also here?
我们又回到宇宙中心了。
Yes. I am taking combat drills with the Artificial Somnambulism Training System.
Six hours.
6 hours.
I'm not the only one goofing around.
No, I'm not.
我有
I
30，
am
我想到
not
了，
goofing around.
因为我昨天
I am waiting for orders.
在練的時候，想着你這不跟我講說要練到20還30，我想說那先練到30好像比較保險，這樣大家就不會來看的時候要花很多時間看我在那邊練等。
I have so many things to believe. Beat Bakaloshe. Have you heard it?
記得我打這裡的時候很難，我有今天做好準備，讓大家可以來看播的時候比較可以專心，就是看劇情，不要看我在那邊練等。
Is it because of the provisions of talent protection?
Only God knows. House arrest may be a better name.
20可以過，那我30嘞，我好像4隻還有5隻是
Since we're
30。
both bored to death, do you want to have a try at some difficult things?
來水一水。
What is it?
This. Have you tried the artificial somnambulism joint training?
联合训練，所以都
Put on
整
the
几
helmet
年呀
together。and switch to multiplayer mode. Two operators can take on a harder training mode. More insane enemies.
对啊，不然你們這樣子5個小時、6個小時都看不完劇情哎，這樣太久了啦。所以我有先聽從建議先練了一下。
Like playing in the arcade.
昨天真的是邊吃麥當當，然後邊在那邊點手機，點。我把那個甘苦糖的那個活力都吃光了，認真的練。
Okay, shall I turn this red knob?
我昨天光是玩重返未來加，從直播加晚上練，我看也有12個小時吧！我天哪！
What is an arcade?
What did you say? I can't hear you with my helmet on.
各種角色真的都各種天心小棉袄，對啊，超可愛的。
Ooh, nice controller. Shut up.
這個遊戲的角色真的是哦，妹子們都好香哦，個性很香，外觀也很香。
It's been a long time. Why not have some fun?
The light is flashing. What did you press?
I switched to the hardest mode. You better get it together.
还有点腐，没错，一定要死。
Don't fail me, top student.
我真是大家最容易陷入的剧情。